What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, I'm Tyler, and on this channel we make automotive content. And before we start today's video, I want to shout out 3 people. Huge shout out to Kyle, who helped me out through this entire video. Huge shout out to Wrap Legacy, who's going to be wrapping my car, who we're literally going to be taking my car to right now. And Nick from KharTunerz, Nick helped me out getting this bumper. I was really in need of getting a brand new rear bumper, and I'll explain that to you guys later. But if you guys need anything for Kia, Hyundai, whether it comes to tunes, aftermarket parts, maintenance, modifying your car, anything, hit them up. Okay, so where to start for this video? This video has taken 3 months for me to film, so I apologize if it's everywhere, because it is. Like I said, 3 months is not a short amount of time to get something done, and that's because we had a lot of work to do. Kyle and I had to repair my front fiberglass bumper. It was broken and cracked completely and needed a ton of work to be done. Also cut my front fender flares in half and remolded them to the bumper perfectly, so there's no more panel gaps. There's so much work that needed to be done, and a lot of things that didn't get filmed because I felt like it was super repetitive, doing the same thing, sanding and all the bodywork. So here is the entire journey of getting the car to where it's at right now, just to get to Wrap Legacy. And if you could see right behind me, we have Kyle, special guest again. Say hi, Kyle.
What up?
We just recently had Kyle on the channel, right, Kyle?
Yeah.
Just talked about
Blue Beast deck there.
Yeah, Kyle's Genesis. Right here. As you guys know, my bumper has seen better days. It is cracked beyond belief.
It's fixable.
Kyle and I aren't professionals, and we aren't responsible for any mistakes or any advice that we give you that goes horribly wrong when you try it. Right.
Yeah, I'm a semi-professional, but hey, if you can't do it, don't do it. Give it to somebody else that can.
So, this is the backside of my bumper. As you guys can see, this is cracked on the backside, and if you can imagine being cracked on the back, it's cracked in the front.
It's cracked all over.
Yeah. If you have a fiberglass bumper, what is the best method, in your opinion, to fix that? Give them 3 key things. How are we going to do this?
First, when you mount a bumper, make sure it's mounted and doesn't move very well. So if it doesn't have anywhere to hold on the bottom, make some rods and screw them in the bottom so it doesn't move. Since every time it moves, this bumper is strong and not supposed to move, so any flexing is bad flexing. So that's the first point. When you install something, make sure it doesn't move. 2, if it does start to crack, or if you get an accident, we need to stop it from cracking. So you're going to want to stop anything from cracking is to drill out the ends of the crack, so that you can, so it stops it from splitting. If it goes to a round circle at the end, it's not going to go anywhere, but then you're just going to have to fix the holes. So right now, to fix this crack, we're going to V-groove the crack. So if you have something in the center, you need to groove the outside so it has something to bite to, and we're also going to, like I said, drill the ends of the crack out. So we have lots of cracks to start that with, and we're gonna start up.
So montage of doing stuff. I normally work on all my cars, and Kyle just jumped right into it. He's like, "Oh, I'm doing this." He doesn't.
I'm gonna show you the way.
Issues,
kind of. No. Just easier for me to show and do a couple of them, and then you can go from there after you seeing, because I learn better by seeing and or doing and seeing it rather than listening to it. So
yeah.
That's right. Smaller one.
Whoa.
You can see I'm V-grooving it out.
V-groove, so this is what it means, right?
Yeah. So you're wanting to almost cut all the way down through so that you can see on the other side of it, and we'll show you how to fix that otherwise, but really you're cutting a big seam through it that you're going to fill in later. And
before we start again, Kyle, right? Suggested you wear eye protection. I'll edit glasses onto you. Wink.
I am the most unsafe person in the world probably, so do not follow my safety, because I don't have any.
We haven't filmed a lot because what I have been mainly doing is to create these what would you call it, Kyle?
V-groove?
Yeah, V-groove. So that when you put body filler and everything in this or repair this, that it has something to adhere to. What we've done here on this side, because it's cracked so much, we smoked some holes in here and put zip ties through it. That's not how it's gonna live forever. We're doing that just so that this kind of clamps itself back together. We'll fill this, cut the zip ties, and then drill them through and pull them through and then kind of finish that. So that's essentially where we're at. It was a lot of grinding, sanding, and now we are here prepped and ready to get the body filler. So what we're doing right now is not essentially just body filler, right, Kyle? This is
what's known as Duraglass.
Yeah,
Or
Duraglass.
a body filler that has fiberglass infused into it.
Pretty strong, actually. From what I've used it, it feels like you're actually got a full fiberglass like filler on it. Would you say it's as strong as fiberglass by itself?
Yes and no. I mean, fiberglass has got layers and layers of cloth and resin, and this is body filler with fiberglass strands. I wouldn't be making parts out of it, but it's pretty damn strong.
So like I said, I'd update you guys as soon as we put all the body filler and everything in here. So here we go. Here's all of our Duraglass in here. Filled all those cracks that we grinded. I'm so happy and I'm so excited. And I cannot thank Kyle enough over here for helping me out. Until next time, Kyle, right?
See ya.
And just like that, we're back for another day. We're out here. This is Kyle's shop. You guys saw we had filmed his Genesis video here. What we have done is we have V-grooved all of the cracks and everything. We filled them from the backside. We also fixed everything right here, so this is a solid piece again. All the cracks have been filled, and we added all the rigidity back to this bumper. So all the fiberglass basically is added back together. As you guys can see, this is where we had zip tied the bumper back together and then filled, and on both sides there are no zip ties anymore, and this is relatively flat for the most part. Right, Kyle? Yeah. Kyle is a bodywork perfectionist. So our next steps, after we added the rigidity and the fiberglass back to this and strength to the bumper, now it's time to give it its shape back. What we will be doing is adding the body filler, right, Kyle? And now it's just getting the bumper smooth and looking nice again. We have all the structure back in this thing, so it's technically a bumper again. And yeah. Also, before we put the bodywork on there, I'm holding this. And if you're saying, Tyler, that looks a lot like a piece of your front fender, that is because it is. Kyle has graciously convinced me to cut my fenders. Why is that, Kyle?
Because we want to make it look like it's supposed to be that way and not, we'll just say, rigged.
For the first time, I can say ever, we are going to be a fitment hunter, and that's going to be with my panel gaps and my bumper fitment and my front fenders, because we have
Perfectionist.
we have Kyle over here. Also, if you guys have seen from the background of this, if it's not already gone, these wheels right behind me, Kyle is selling his wheels. $2 grand. Pick them up. Look at these wheels are sick. They're wide body friendly and big brake friendly.
They are.
They're nice. They're very rare wheels. They're GMR wheels. What are the specs, Kyle?
19 by 10.5 and 19 by 11.5, both -17.
So you got some pretty wild specs there. If you guys are fitment hunters, these wheels fit relatively nicely. Pick them up if they're not already gone. They're probably gone. You waited. Ah, dang. Ooh, the body filler.
Tasty.
Bondo. A lot of people are gonna give me shit for that. That's not that much Bondo. It's not all gonna sit in one spot.
We're probably going to sand off at least half of this, because sometimes you just need to get it filled in and in a quicker time. It is easier to put thinner layers on there and sand them off smoother like that, but we don't have that time, and we're using tools and not hands. So if you're going to do it by hand, you want it to be thinner layers, let it dry quickly, sand it, and do it again. This way we're going to slap it on there as I playing with mud. And then when it dries, I'm going to grind off most of it so I have a decent surface to hand sand.
Yep, and just like that, we are going to get on this, and we'll get back to you guys when we filled all the bodywork and put all the body filler on later. So update, Kyle and I worked until about midnight last night. We're back at my apartment just because it was super late when we finished. Like I said, bodywork is really repetitive. So what we had done, just to keep you guys brief, we cut the fender flares because we're going to mold them to this bumper a lot better than they are now. The bumper in the bodywork is like all done. As you can see, this is body fillered. We have this entire bumper reinforced, completely refiberglassed, everything. So back together, not broken, no more cracks, and shouldn't crack anymore. It should be reinforced and strong again. So there's a couple of things that we're going to need to do. We're going to need to build a bottom splitter to make sure that the bottom side of the bumper stays nice and solid and doesn't get scraped off by the ground anymore. Another thing is we basically just have to smooth out this bumper. That's all the rest of the work that we're going to be doing, and then build the rest of these fender flares. And then we should be ready to wrap. There's like other minor body work that I need to do on the other fenders. Like I said, we'll just keep updating you guys as we go because it's pretty repetitive and boring. So with that, we'll see you guys in the next update. And just like that, we're back for day 3 now, Kyle, right?
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a weird video. All right, I already know. As of right now, we have the body filler all on here, the resin or the Duraglass fiberglass body filler. So this is a whole solid bumper again. I think I've already said that to you guys. The body filler's in here, so all we gotta do is block this down by hand and kind of figure out all the rest, right, Kyle? Fix all the high and low spots wherever it is, make all the lines nice.
Yeah, you can already kind of see in here where we did most of the main sanding with a D8 just to block it down a little bit. Wherever you see these little spots, these are actually low spots that aren't hit yet, so yeah, we'll have to scuff them up and add some more material to it, and then do some fine sanding. Right now it's just making it look pretty, where all the structural stuff is done with, and then hopefully we can get it all nice and smooth. Same thing, we're going to be working on these. So as this sits right now, you can see it would be bowing out and doesn't look right. Yeah. So we are going to make sure that this line over here goes straight down, and this can pull over, and that's going to mean chopping that up quite a few places probably, and Frankensteining it kind of back to where it should be.
Awesome. Sweet. So that was a short and sweet explanation. Now you'll just see more, we'll call it cinematic beauty shots. So again, talk to you guys when that's all done. Alright, Kyle, show them what we did.
Oh, we cut the backs off of it.
Yeah.
Made them a lot thinner so you didn't have all the bulk. And then
it's like a puzzle now. Yeah.
That piece,
you want me to hold that there?
It's just about where it needs to be.
Yeah.
See, that's smooth.
Cutting my fender flares to make it fit right. Definitely the move. It's gonna look a lot better.
It's gonna look a lot better.
That probably should sound a lot better. No, we don't have to go.
Yeah. The wall compressors.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sponsor us?
No DeWalt. No. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's always a lot of work to get it right.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm actually going to be super stoked, and I'm really glad that Kyle kind of pushed me to go in this direction, because I'm going to be, I think when it's all said and done, I'm going to be happy with the fitment and happy that we went through this. So, yep. We will, yeah.
We will prevail. What's up?
I wasn't filming at all. I was just talking to myself like a fucking idiot. We have Kyle back here again. It's too many days. We have no idea what day this is. As you can see, we have this little piece of the fender flare right here. Small piece of the fender flare right here. Here's the upper piece of the flare. Both of them are sanded down and V-grooved, if you will. And that is so that we can put this piece, god damn, if I can pick it up, put it right here and create a whole new piece and end cap to the fender flare so that it fits perfectly, has no gaps, and we can be fitment hunters like Kyle over here. As if you see, this man's wonderful and beautiful work over here. These panel gaps and body gaps are perfect. And Kyle is gracious enough to teach me and help me do this as well. Right, Kyle?
We're trying. I don't know if we'll be all the way there, but it'll be a lot better than it was.
Yeah. It won't be up to Kyle's standards, but I mean, it'll be a hell of a lot better than mine.
Probably. So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to be making the rest of this piece out of Duraglass, out of a fiberglass infused body filler that we used to fix all the cracks with. We're going to be using that instead of laying a bunch of fiberglass and stuff. It's just as strong as fiberglass, really. I wouldn't say I'd build big pieces with it, but for this little piece, we can build it with it, then grind it, all the excess out back of there. It's just a lot faster. If I was using fiberglass, I'd do lots of different layers, take a lot of time. It would dry pretty slow in this cold weather right now and take twice as long. So we don't have that much time.
Yep.
So I'm putting tape on there right now so that
exactly.
the glass, well, the Duraglass, the body, the fiberglass infused body filler stuff will not stick to the actual car. It's just gonna stick to this tape, and we just peel it right back off afterwards. So when this is up here like that, we're gonna screw it into here so it doesn't move anywhere. We're going to zip tie it in place up in here, and then leave just a little bit of a gap, kind of like that right there, so that the filler can go through it, behind it, and we're gonna fill this whole section with it. And it's gonna be a little low, but it'll make something to bond to and to start working with.
Yep. So yeah, as you can see right now, we've got this smaller piece bolted in and held in by a zip tie. Now what we're gonna do here is fill all of this so that we can shape this properly and have it fit perfectly onto the bumper. Right, Kyle?
Sure.
Didn't sound like you had a lot of faith.
It all comes with time. Time and more time.
Time.
You think you got enough time, you usually don't have enough time.
Yeah.
But we can make anything work with enough time. We'll get there.
Yeah. This whole thing, I think I've told you this plenty of times, Kyle, it's a whole roller coaster. I'm like up, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna work, this is gonna be great, it's gonna look awesome. And then I'm really down, I'm like, fuck, there's not enough time, this is gonna be shitty, we're gonna have to half-ass it.
Roller coaster.
Yeah.
Roller coaster of emotions.
Piece of resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AutoZone special. AutoZone plug.
Yeah. That's as good as it gets.
Right. All right, so we're using the proper tool, a screwdriver.
A clean screwdriver.
A clean screwdriver, which I would use. You can buy them get them at Lowe's or Home Depot, like wooden sticks. What? I'm just plugging everyone in here.
No. I thought you were gonna say, you know, you can pick up screwdrivers at Lowe's or Home Depot.
Yeah, you can pick up screwdrivers there for really expensive.
That's what you're plugging.
Nice Craftsman pieces here. Also, do not use the same thing you've used before. Cardboard is okay if you're just using it for this, but body filler, you don't want to use cardboard. It soaks down the actual epoxy parts of it, and you don't have the right ratios. So don't use cardboard if you can. If you're stuck in a pickle, use cardboard. That's a perfect amount, because I say so.
Yeah. If you don't have a little happy face at the end, then you definitely didn't do it right.
I should have done that. Let's...
Now it may harden too fast.
Yes. Screwed it all up. So right now it looks like a puddle of mud and it's falling down quickly, but we're gonna keep watching it. As it starts to harden, I can move it a little bit and keep it up there. Again, this is the backyard version, not probably the perfect way to do it, but our time allotted is gonna make this work.
Oh, Kyle, perfect. See, just blob it on there and now it's
You
nice.
blob and walk away. Set it and forget it. Yeah. That's not what we did, guys. I've been here playing around with this the last 15, 20 minutes. Not too long.
Look at that, I can touch that.
Yeah, you can. Not too bad. What the fuck?
Step 2, do it all again on the same thing that you already were told not to do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So all you do is make a big pile like this.
Make a glob.
Slap it on there.
Slap it on there.
And then in 5 minutes, it looks like this.
Set it and forget it.
Set it and forget.
I would say they ship the next 2 days.
To be honest, how many people do you think said it, forgot it? And
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so we're all caught up to this point in this moment in time right now. I just picked up this bumper, but the reason that I had to get this is because if you guys remember, when I was peeling the wrap off my rear bumper, it started taking a lot of the paint off with it. Now, when I took the wrap all completely off about 2 days ago, it peeled off huge chunks of the paint, a lot more than I had anticipated, and because of that, the bumper was gonna need so much more work just to get done, and I had zero time to fix that bumper. So I went ahead and bought a new one. I wish I could have gotten like an aftermarket bumper or something cooler than the stock one, but unfortunately this is all I had access to at the moment that I could get like now. So that's why I had to pick up this bumper. Now, yeah, let's just get the car and meet back at Wrap Legacy. So let's meet up at the shop. Talk to you guys when we get there. And the journey is not quite over, but we finally made it to our destination, Wrap Legacy. The car is here. Look at this turbo diesel that they built, this lifted off-road turbo. I can't with this. But we're here. Let's go talk to Edwin. Let's go talk to Mr. Pablo. Ed, you ready?
Not really. We're busy as fuck, but we get it done.
Yeah. So here's a brand new bumper too. How do you feel about that? Much happier than trying to wrap my
you did your homework, so we're ready.
Yeah. Hopefully we have no more issues. Where's Jonathan?
That boy?
Yeah.
Inside.
Hey.
What's going on, Tyler? Welcome to Wrap Legacy.
Wrap Legacy. We finally made it. It's been a long time, right?
Yeah, it has, man. It has. This is actually the first time we're actually gonna do something for Tyler, though.
Yeah.
That's the only difference about today.
Yeah. We usually do stuff with you guys, but first time we're
car.
Yeah.
Oh, we did do your bike, huh?
Yeah, my bike too.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah. You have anything to say before we close out this video?
Yeah, man. Follow.
Yep. Wrap Legacy.
Not only Wrap Legacy, but also Tyler. We're Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, all social media, we're everywhere right now. So get ready to get wrapped up by us. I'll catch you guys next time.
We're out of here, dude. That's it for this video. Dropping off the car at Wrap Legacy. We finally made it. We'll see you guys when it's done. See you in another month. Bye.